I want you to close your eyes and think about the most stylish person you've ever seen. What do they look like as they're walking down the street? Try and get as specific as you can. Pay attention to how they're walking. How are they presenting themselves? How do their clothes fit? Where does the hem of their pants go to, or how long is their skirt? Think about what they're holding in their hands, a coffee or a handbag. Just try to get as vivid as you can about what they look like. When I do this exercise, I picture someone who looks really at ease in their clothing and in their body. To me, that's a marker of really great style. And if you really want to level up your personal style, learning how to sew is, in my opinion, the best way to do it. Now, I'm not saying that everyone with really great style knows how to sew, or that everyone who knows how to sew has really great style, but I do think a lot of stylish people do keep in mind these things that I'm going to talk about in today's video, starting with the one that I think most fashion girlies will agree with is the most important thing, is fit. When I talk about fit, I'm not talking about a perfectly tailored suit or a perfectly tailored shirt. When I'm talking about fit, I'm just talking about dressing intentionally and getting the clothing proportions just right for you. People with really great style know how to play with proportions in ways that are unique to them. And when you know how to sew, fit becomes so easily customizable. It can be as simple as hemming your pants, bringing in something at the waist or the hips, or taking in a dress at the sides. Knowing how to do that is really key, and it can not only save you money at the tailor, but it also can just be something that you can do as your body sort of changes on the fly, or if you're realizing that you're not getting enough wear out of something, you can make these little easy adjustments at home and get the fit that you want. If your clothing doesn't fit you in a way that feels good, you can take them in, or you can also make clothing according to your measurement that fit you exactly the way that you want. Over time, you'll get better at it and you'll have a closet full of clothing that makes you feel really good and that fits you perfectly. And when something fits you perfectly, you know what it feels like. You feel like that bee, you feel like that girl. You're like, yeah, I feel good. You look good. You feel more confident. You feel excited to wear your clothes. That's what it's all about. That's what personal style is really all about, in my opinion. One of the big changes for me when I was learning how to sew was understanding fabric and construction. When I go to the store now, I'm looking at the insides of clothing. I'm looking at the seams and how they're finished. I notice if there's a French seam, and honestly that's always really impressive because it doesn't happen that often. I look at the fabric tag, I look at where it's made, and I also look at what the fabric composition is. The reason why this is important for personal style is because fabric is such a huge part of the garment. So for example, if I'm making a dress and I'm trying to decide between linen and silk, linen is gonna make it easier to wear, a bit more everyday, but it's also gonna rumple really easily. If I choose a cotton, it'll probably be a little bit less wrinkly. If I use a polyester, it is going to probably not get wrinkly at all, but it's gonna be a bit sweatier. It's gonna be, it's not gonna feel as good. I'm gonna maybe feel a little bit itchy, a little bit hot in it. If I use silk, it'll be beautiful, but it will require special care. It will require special seam finishes as well. If you're working with silk, it's a really good idea to use French seams, and that takes a little bit longer. It's important to understand how to take care of your clothes and how they'll look on you. It's also important to buy clothes in fabrics that work for your lifestyle. If you're riding your bike to work every day, then silk maybe doesn't make a whole lot of sense unless you pack it in your bag and change at work. But then again, it's probably gonna be a little wrinkly when you get there. For me, I really like fabrics that work in a variety of different situations that I can dress up or down. I like fabrics that breathe, so I always go with natural fibers, my favorites being linen and cotton. And like I mentioned, I love a viscose blend, so like a linen viscose to me is like, it's just the perfect amount of drapey and easy wearing, breezy, lovely summer goodness. All of this goes as much for making my own clothes as it does buying clothes. When I'm buying clothes, I'm always looking at the fabric composition and I'm always looking at the tags. This is really important because then you'll know if it's silk, maybe I don't actually have the bandwidth to bring this into my closet because I'm not gonna be able to take care of it properly. Or maybe it's polyester and you love it, but you know that if you wear it for a whole day or for, at a wedding, you're just gonna not feel very good in it by the end of the day. Fabric really also plays into the kind of vibe that you're going for. If you want something that's gonna look crisp and clean all day, then you maybe don't wanna go with a linen because it's gonna wrinkle as you walk. Your trousers will probably look really beautiful and comfy and relaxed, but they are gonna be wrinkled, and so maybe that's not something that you wanna go with. That goes back to my first point. You really don't wanna have to worry about your clothes when you're wearing them. You wanna put them on and kind of forget about it and go about your day. You wanna feel good in what you're wearing, and fabric has such an important impact on feel. It's the closest thing to your skin. It needs to feel nice. And for the third point about how making your own clothes can help you improve your personal style, we have personality and confidence, which really play into the last 2 points we've talked about with fit and fabric. We know that if you're feeling good in the fit and the fabric is just right, that you're going to probably feel amazing and you're going to exude confidence. Confidence is one of the biggest parts of personal style. Wearing clothes that make you feel awesome, you already know what that feels like. Think about a piece of clothing that you have that makes you feel like an absolute boss. Just think about it for a second. Why does it make you feel good? It probably feels like your personality. It probably fits really well. It probably just makes you really feel at ease. All of these things kind of come together. And I think that when you learn how to sew, you can have that personality. For me, I know that my personal style really skyrocketed when I started to wear more of my own clothes that I made. Now on a day-to-day basis, I'm wearing at least one thing that I have made. Like this dress that I have on, I made. And I'm making clothes that I know work for my body and work with the rest of the things in my wardrobe. Is it always a hit? No, it's not always a hit. But neither is shopping at the store either. There's always things that we regret buying, but I find that I'm a little bit closer and closer to that target when I'm making my own clothes. And another thing that I've noticed is that when I do go shopping, and I don't do it very often, I'll either buy things that I don't want to make or that I can't make, that is so special and so unique that I buy it because I want to add it to my wardrobe and I know that I won't be able to make it at home. And that means that I'm infusing my wardrobe with a lot of personality. I wear, earrings that make me feel good, rings that make me feel good. I customize my makeup. I love shoes. I've had so much fun with shoes since I've started making my own clothes because that's kind of the place where I can be a little bit more playful, where I can bring things in that complement the things that I'm making. And it all means that I have a wardrobe of clothes that is really personal. Every single piece has been selected in a way that's really meaningful to me and is very individual to me as well. When I wear something that I've made that I'm proud of, I feel really unstoppable. And it also means that I wear a lot of my clothes really often because I love the clothes that I made so much, I want to wear them. And you see them and they become me and people know that I made it and they know that it's me. They could probably spot me down the street because I'm wearing a hot pink dress that I've made and worn a few times. Learning how to sew has really helped my personal style because it has helped improve my sense of self. I'm really confident in my skills now. When I'm wearing something, it's not just that it's something that I bought, it's something that I made, and that feels really good to share with others. I feel like I'm entering the world as a more authentic version of myself. And I talk a lot about this on my YouTube channel, so if it's something that you're interested in, you might want to check out this video over here, or you can subscribe and like this video. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next time.